Hello students, and welcome to another lesson presented by the Learning Depot. I'm Lulu Shaw, and in today's lesson we will learn about the spelling of comparative and superlative modifiers. The rules of spelling are pretty straightforward when it comes to making a modifier a comparative or a superlative. It usually has to do with adding the suffix er or est. We will learn about these rules today. When forming the comparative or superlative in adjectives or adverbs, we use the suffixes er and est respectively. These inflectional endings change the base word and indicate degree or form. Most modifiers change their spelling when er or est is added, and this applies to modifiers ending in e, y, and most one-syllable modifiers that have a short vowel sound. Let's look at these rules of spelling as they apply when we make the comparative and the superlative degree. If you watched an earlier video on comparatives and superlatives, you will note that most modifiers add er to the positive degree to form the comparative, and est to form the superlative. However, there are rules we must follow when adding these suffixes to change the inflection of the word. So let's start with the words that end in the silent E. If a modifier ends in E, you must drop the final E before adding the suffix er or est. Like in this word, wise, we drop the E and add the suffix er to make the comparative, wiser, or add est to make the superlative, wisest. Or in this other example, the word pure ends in a silent E. We drop the E, we add the suffix er to make the comparative, or the suffix est to make the superlative. If the modifier ends in y and it is preceded by a consonant, you will change the y to an I, or you will drop the y and add an I, and then add the suffix er or est. Like in this example, silky, we drop the y and add an I in its place, and now we can add the suffix er to make the comparative, silkier, or est to make the superlative, silkiest. Or like in this example, glossy, we change the y to an I, and now we can add the er to make the comparative, or the est to make the superlative. Let's go on to one-syllable words that have a short vowel sound. Let's look at this word, dim. The word dim has a short vowel sound. The vowel sound in dim is a short I sound. Therefore, when we add the er suffix to make the comparative, or the est suffix to make the superlative, we must double the consonant. And now we have dimmer and dimmest. If we didn't double the consonant, the word would take a different pronunciation. It would make the vowel long, and we would have dimer and dimest. Let's look at the next example. Sad. Sad has a short A sound. And again, if we add the er for the comparative, we must double the consonant. So now we have sadder or saddest for the est. Again, if we didn't double the consonant, we would have a long vowel sound, and the word would say satyr or sadist. Now these rules apply to most modifiers in the comparative and the superlative form. There are modifiers that do not adhere to these inflectional rules, and we will learn about these in another video. To summarize, in today's lesson we learned about the rules of spelling for making the comparatives and the superlatives by adding er and est. You learned that if a modifier has a short vowel sound, you must double the consonant before adding the suffix er or est. If a modifier ends in a silent e, you must drop the e before adding the suffix either er or est. And if a modifier ends in y, drop the I, add an I, and add the suffix er or est. Make sure that you go back and review the parts of the video you did not understand, and if you have a question, leave it in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer. And one more thing, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. And please like and share so that others will learn about my channel. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.